Hi guys, I bought this wardrobe from IKEA. It's called BRIMNES, and I've just received uh, the entire wardrobe in these two packages. And these are quite hefty packages. I will try to go ahead and assemble the wardrobe maybe tomorrow. First thing tomorrow I'll do it. To begin with, these components or these shelves and the entire assembly is made in Italy, which is a very good thing to begin with. And this is by no means cheap, as in I bought this entire assembly or the entire cupboard for 5,500 rupees, including shipment charges of 700 rupees. So it's very cheap comparatively speaking, and the shelves themselves are quite hefty, as in the entire assembly is quite heavy, and it would definitely need more than one person, at least two people to begin with, and that's what been mentioned in this document, this elaborate document that they supply. And you just need to follow the steps one by one, as in these steps are mentioned in terms to begin with as to how you would need to begin with the assembly. So you just need to follow these steps one by one without missing a single step, or jumping to the next step without performing the first one. So you just need to follow these steps, and in the end product would be the the cupboard. They've mentioned categorically that it needs to be fixed to the wall, so that there is no risk of the cupboard toppling over. So you need to be sure of that, and if you have a drill machine handy, it would be easier to fix the screws. So yeah, a drill machine would have definitely uh, been of great use in this particular case. I would like to mention the care in which the packaging is done, or the care that they've taken to package the entire thing is great, as in there's no dent or anything of that sort, since this particular piece has come in from Italy. So I will begin with the assembly now. I have removed all the accessories, or rather the screw bits over here, and just match it with what's provided in the booklet or the documentation provided, and ensure that each of those screws are provided in the correct number. So there's barely any chance that it would be wrong, but just make sure that it is provided in the correct numbers. And then I've assembled, going by the steps that they've provided, I have assembled or rather kept the doors in the manner that is provided in each of these steps. So this is the step 1, and I was kept the doors that as they have stated in the booklet, and uh, I will be hooking these latches or these hinges as they have mentioned, and let's begin with that right now. So I'm done with steps 1 and 2 now. uh, just It took me a while because I am not a professional, and the tools that I have are not the best available in the market, but I managed to do it in 20 odd minutes. Fixing just the screws in place took me 20 odd minutes. And just for your information, each of the uh, screw number or the article number is provided. So this is 118331, and it's provided here as well, 118331. So there's no way you can mess up with using the wrong screws in the wrong places. So that's all been, the details are quite elaborate. So now I'm done with steps 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and this is the final outcome of it. Now I will have to integrate it with the side panel. Let's do it. So with now steps 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 done, this is how the cupboard looks like. Apologies for the not so great state of my room, but you get the gist of it. It's this is how the state of the cupboard looks like. Let's go ahead and proceed with the remaining few bits and the remaining few steps. So after steps 13 through 24 completed, this is how the cupboard has shaped up. We've managed to hook up all the components, and it's finally got the shape of a wardrobe or a cupboard as we call it. Let's get the remaining bits completed now. Step 26 is the second last step of attaching all the hinges to the doors, and I've done that to both the doors, as you can see over here. And all that's remaining is to attach these doors, or rather these doors, to the already attached levers over here on the side of the wardrobe. And the rod for hanging the clothes has also been attached. I've followed all the steps that were given or provided by in this documentation religiously, and that's the reason why I was able to complete this in maybe 4 hours. I took a break all the time while doing so, because it is exhausting, and since we are not used to this kind of work, it can take some time. And if you got a as I mentioned earlier as well, if the tools are correct, then it could have been done probably half the time. But nonetheless, IKEA does provide you with the option to call up a third party app or third party people like Urban Clap, but they would charge you for installing this, or rather assembling this. But I think it is easy if you got two people who can sort of move around the cupboard, and because it is quite heavy as well, and ensuring that it won't be damaged in any sort, then it is good enough. You should be able to do it all by yourself. So the last step is to attach the doors to the cupboard, and I'll get back to you. So after 29 odd steps, the end product is finally here, the wardrobe from IKEA, which I got for around 5,600 rupees with transport charges included. And definitely it's more than worth that amount of money. It's very sturdy. The quality of the wood or the plywood that they've used is extremely good, and it's made in Italy. I'm trying to emphasize it multiple times over here. And only thing is, I wish they would have provided with one more compartment, or at least a provision to add one more compartment, so that we could use this particular space more effectively. But that's okay. For this price, I'm not complaining, and it took me some time, but I'm sure with the right kind of tools, as I had mentioned earlier as well, it could have been done much easily, much more in a simpler manner. And the fit and finish is European, Swedish. So probably I can't afford a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or a Ducati, but I've bought something made in Italy. And that's jokes apart. I hope you like this video. Just let me know if you have any questions or any queries. I would be more than happy to answer those. If you liked this video, please do hit the like button. If you didn't, go for the dislike button, and do subscribe for more such content. Thank you guys.